Ụmụnne m ndị Enuani, ụmụnne m ndị Igbo nọ n'ụwa niile, ekenekwa m unu. Ụmụnne m ndị Ụkwụani, ụmụnne m ndị Ịka, ụmụnne m ndị Ọlụ, ụmụnne m ndị Echie, ụmụnne m ndị Ọgba, ụmụnne m ndị Ikwere, ụmụnne m bụ ndị Igbo nọ n'ụwa niile, ụmụnne m ndị Ịgba nke akpamekwa m unu. Chukwu ya gọzie unu ka unu si bịa ga-anọnyere m n'ụlọ n'Igbo Enuani Cultural Forum. You are welcome to Enuani Cultural Forum. In case today is your first time of coming across any of our videos, I want to sincerely welcome you to Enuani Cultural Forum, where we promote the rich and enviable cultural heritage of the Igbo people. My name is Onwode Ngozi Chukwuka Fortune, and I am the convener of Enuani Cultural Forum. I sincerely welcome you. In case you are hearing my voice today, this is the first live broadcast we will make in almost 1 month. In fact, our algorithm has almost returned to 0. If 0 is good, it's at minus now. Our page has recorded a very slow pace of engagement because of our inability to put out articles. This is because I was arrested. I was arrested by my kinsman. I was arrested by somebody from my community who utilized the name of the king of my community to arrest me. But I hope that one day soon, I will give you all the details of why I was arrested, the role each person played in the arrest, because the matter as we speak is going to court. Yes, because the Nigerian police authorities still have my phones, despite letters that have been written to them by the traditional ruler of my community, exonerating himself from authorizing any arrests of any individual in my community. Also writing further to the IG of police to instruct that my phones should be released to me. Those phones are still held by the police. Whatever the motives are for holding my phone, they said it was for forensic analysis, that I used the phone to make posts that are considered cyber stalking of the king. And the king said he did not authorize any such arrest. He is not aware of it. He did so in writing. He has written 2 letters through his lawyer to say, I did not authorize the arrest of these persons. Please release them unconditionally. I was released on the 7th conditionally because I had to report for 2 extra days at FCID Abuja. Thereafter, my phones are still with them. I did not wake up one morning and embark on this journey of promoting Igbo unity. I am the kind of person that prefers to write. I don't do videos. I am a very, very good writer. I am interested in writing. I prefer to write than to talk. But as times evolved, when I started seeing videos of young girls and boys from our neighboring communities disparaging our kings, when I saw videos of, particularly when I saw videos of people from Edo State, people from Benin Kingdom, spoiling the good image of my immediate ancestor, Obiolise, calling him all kinds of names that I would not want to mention here. I was really personally very upset. So I decided to start making videos to debunk the lies with facts. That was what led me into making videos to correct the generational lies against my own ancestors. Having corrected those lies, I continue to promote Igbo unity, as I have done in the past over 10 years. Remarkably, n'afọ 2017, esori m nwene mwakpo Esther Nwogwonu we write, onye ode akwụkwọ ka ọ bụ ode akwụkwọ wakpo The Story of Obolo Kingdom. Abansole, aba kpọkọme ndị Obolo nọ na ani Igbo niile sha. Anyị ndị Obolo na Mbaise, nwakpo ebo oke uvoro na Mbaise. Anyị ndị Obolo n'Imo steeti be ndị ọzọ wakpo Obolo Oru, ya bụ nke ndị mmadụ akpọ Obolo ihe ji ọfọ. Anyị ndị Obolo na Ebonyi steeti wakpo Uburu local government ka ọ bụ dị. Anyị ndị Obolo n'Ọha Ọzara, amana nwa bụ Enugu steeti dọkọbụ na Ebonyi steeti. Anyị ndị Obolo na Anambra steeti na Ọzọ Obolo. Anyị nwe na Obolo Ikem. Anyị nwe na Obolo Ntu, Obolo Ekwe. Anyị ndị Obolo be dị iche n'iche na ani Igbo nke dị na akwụkwọ ofu abụọ Mambala River. Anyị nwekwa ndị Obolo na Delta steeti beni anyị nọ bensibia maka abụmoye Aniocha South Local Government Area of Delta State Kensibia. And we have Ubuluku, where most of these Obolo communities migrated from. We are not making claims that they migrated from Ubuluku. It is a fact that is proven. And each of these communities have their various versions of history to their migration. So, once in a while, we converge together. We can choose which of the Obolo communities to converge on and hold our meetings. So, promoting Igbo unity is not something I just woke up and started fabricating. We have brothers who are our kids and kings who live in the eastern parts of Igbo land. And I have also stated that my own ancestor, Ezemu, had 4 siblings whose names were Igbo names, and they migrated from Ife, linking it to the fact that there could be among the Igbo-speaking people who lived in Ife of the lineages of Obatala, who the Oni of Ife to promote Igbo is not something that I jumped upon. It is something that I was born into. And it is something I do without insulting anybody. It is something I do based on facts and evidence is available. It's not something that I just come out and start doing. No. It's something I do because I have facts. So promoting Igbo unity is not something that I was coerced to go into. So to stop me from promoting Igbo unity, it will take a whole lot. A lot more than collecting my phones. My phones have been taken away from me. These phones mean a whole lot to me because they are like storage devices Even if I have my information on iCloud, it is what you have backed up on iCloud that you will have on iCloud. What you have not yet backed up will be lost. So those phones contain my hard work, my research, my publications, and my unpublished works. While I was in detention, my website expired, which if I had known, if I had had my phone and freedom, I would have known that this site is about to expire and I will renew it. So those who aim to demoralize me, those who aim to intimidate me, those who aim to stop me from promoting Igbo unity should first of all do something more reasonable than just arresting me, taking me to Abuja, detaining me unjustly without charging me to court. There are other better things they can do to stop me. Unless I close my eyes and sleep without waking up, unless I am no longer alive, I will continue to live and promote the unity of Igbo people. It is something that gives me joy. It is something that I am very well knowledgeable about. It is something that I do, I put in my resources to do, even without gaining anything from it, apart from my personal fulfillment. So to those who arrested me, I know that the court is the last hope of the common man, even if we live in a country that is very unjust. I will seek the enforcement of my rights in court and obtain my phones back. The information in my phone, I will have them intact. The ones I have also backed up, I will make use of. But I will seek redress in court, as I have also filed a case against the Nigerian police force and the young man who was used by the forces behind my arrest to make false accusations against me and arrest me. So far, nothing has been found against me. Nothing. They just make claims of you made a Facebook post, you insulted your king, you called him a so-called king. I am from the lineage of the kings of Oguluku Kingdom. At a particular time, our king went to church to take Holy Communion. His name was Obi Okonkwo Ofulue the first. He converted to Christianity and went to church to take Holy Communion. When the royal lineage learned about it, we call them Umu Ozim. We are the Ozims. That king was fined. He paid fine. This one is claiming that I verbally said word that tends to insult the king of my community by saying he's a so-called king. By the way, what led to that was that our king lives outside the country based on circumstances anyway, while governing my community, and we are under the ravaging attack of herdsmen and kidnappers. And I said, where is our so-called king? This king in whose name no, I did not authorize this arrest. Release this man and any other person you have in your custody. The Nigerian police authorities refused. They still held my phones and they still hold my phones till now. I hope that when we get to court, it can be explained to me thoroughly how I was arrested, abducted from Asaba to Abuja, detained actively for 4 days and passively for 3 days, released without my phones. I was left stranded. In fact, it was my arrest that showed me how much my community values me. This is the second time my community will stand up for me. At the age of 3 years, I was kidnapped and was to be used for ritual purposes. But God used 3 young boys who went hunting to save my life. Now, in my 30s, I was abducted by the Nigerian police authorities from Asaba and taken to Abuja without a petition, without an arrest warrant, without a statement. I was detained, kept overnight. In the next morning, I was called out and they read a petition to me that is alien to me. I don't even understand what they were saying. Before one of the officers used his mouth to say, not be you they talk, say your king, and a so-called king. And that was a civil matter. You arrested me for a civil matter, took me like a criminal in handcuffs from Asaba to Abuja, and detained me unjustly. Till now, they still have my phones. The king who you said you arrested me because of has written 2 letters now to say, I did not authorize the arrest of this young man. If I have any issues with him, I will settle it out in my community. Release him unconditionally. The Nigerian police authorities refused to release my phones. They refused. They still keep inviting us to come to Abuja while their investigation continues. How the police authorities in Nigeria have turned themselves to tools of intimidation by so-called rich people, in quotes, is what we will determine in court. But in the meantime, I am hoping and praying that the people who did this will also get their own repercussions, legally and traditionally. I am a peace-loving person, but as it is, I have no other options than to seek the enforcement of my rights in court. Even if we live in a country where the rights of the citizens are not respected, I will seek it first before I can judge whether it is respected or not. So that is why I have not been online. While I was arrested, my community development association stood for me very strongly, very strongly. Like I did in my former video. I did a live video the day I was released. I was given my phones. The next morning, when they said we should report, they took them back away again. So I told you people how I met 47 inmates from Uromi who were also suspects accused of unaliving people at Uromi. You know that popular incident that happened in Uromi. We all lived like brothers. I told you in the north, nobody knows if you are from Bini, Uromi, Okwane, Abo, Eka. All those names are irrelevant. You are an Igbo person. We were all regarded as Igbo people. Just the same thing I've been promoting here for Igbo unity. The people at Ibanke are Igbos. Our Igbo brothers in Benin are Igbos. I have Igbo brothers who are from Ubuluku, who are indigenous people in Benin. And I can start with names of the Okumbowa family and many other families in Benin who are from Ubuluku. So when we make these expositions with facts, I don't know why people will be upset up to the extent of going to police to make arrests. Will police take away this truth from my mouth? The worst they can do is what they have done. Now, they did not arrest me from Asaba. They did not arrest me from Benin, which is the zonal headquarters. They took me all the way to the federal capital, which is Abuja. There's no other place they can take me to again. So nothing can stop this truth or this movement we are into. So I want to acknowledge the support of everybody, my Igbo brothers. Your support was unimaginable. The news, first of all, was very viral, so they knew that the person they were holding was not just an ordinary person. I want to acknowledge the support of every single person who made posts, contributions. My Facebook page, Enu Cultural Forum, was agog with comments, even while I was not online. They kept the page alive. On YouTube here, the same thing. So I want to thank every single person and my community development association led by Mr. Nnamdi EJ. You can hear the name and judge for yourself whether he is Igbo or not. He's the president of my community development association in Abuja. We call it UDU, Ubuluku Development Union. They treated me like a king. When we were released, they took us out. One of our brothers bought clothing materials for us to change our raiment and look good. Bought us food. They keep bringing food to us while we were in detention because we were two people that were arrested, me and one community youth leader. So, for me to come back from Abuja to Asaba, they booked a flight for me and my brother who was arrested with me. Gave us a grand reception with 21 cannon shots in Poloani. I mean, I was moved to tears. Because before, like I told you, I was of the opinion that I am not valued by my people. I was of the opinion that a prophet is not recognized in his hometown. So my community doesn't recognize me. I was okay with it because it has happened to so many other great people. I was of the opinion that the only support I have, or the major support I have, is usually from my brothers across the eastern part of the Niger and other parts of the world. But you needed to see the way my community stood for me. I will upload video. I'm just waiting for a few things to get together. I will upload videos of how I was treated by my community. Before, when they tell me to join community development associations, I will be skeptical about it. I'll be saying, is it not burial and marriages that they go to? My parents are already late. I am also married. Is there any other event that I will hold that I want them to come to? I had that bad mindset. But these people reshaped my opinion about CDAs, community development associations. If you see the way I was treated and handled, the way these people stood up for me, is something I will tell my children about. It's something I will never forget. How the community stood by him when he had a problem with the white man he was working with. This one, from the king of my community to the least person, the way they have stood for me, I was moved to tears. I've never seen that kind of support. I've never seen a community support somebody that way. When I will upload the videos, I will put out letters written by the king saying, no, this one, no, let them go. The king even traveled all the way from where he resides in the UK to Nigeria, and he has been around for a while now, close to 2 weeks now. I am very grateful. I'm very, very appreciative. So you, who is also seeing my video, this is to let you know that what we are doing, while it makes you happy, there are people that it makes very terribly sad. There are people who are not happy with what we are doing. They are not happy and they are not hiding it at all. They are willing to go to any length to stop this movement, but they can't stop it. Like I said, it will take more than arresting me to stop it. You have taken me to Abuja. Where else will you take me to? Bini? Abi? Or Asaba? I've gotten to Abuja. That's the height of it. That's the Supreme Court of Criminal Investigation. Even if I am not a criminal, what I was arrested for was a civil offense. I was treated like a criminal and taken to Abuja and detained unjustly. There's no other place they will take me to, because they have first, in the first step, exhausted all their options by taking me all the way to Abuja. Is it a crime for people to identify who they are and begin to associate themselves together? Is it a crime to also advocate for the promotion of culture? I believe our culture, our way of life should be sustained. And I am not backing down for any reason. I'm not backing down for no reason at all will make me back down. And I thank God for the kind of spouse he also gave to me, because such things that can break you through your wife. But my wife has been very supportive. My family has also been very supportive. So we are just getting started. I am still very young. I have more than, by the grace of God, 60 years to live. So I am just getting started. I am just getting started. I am only even scratching the surface. I have not exposed any truth yet. It will get to a time I will be visiting families that I know are in Benin, who are from Igbo land. I will pay them courtesy visits because they know I know their history. We will greet each other very well. So that it will not end in me just talking. It will be me showing you what I say and how truthful it is. If it is not truthful, it will not hit them this hard that they will go all the way to go and make arrest and make useless accusations against me to arrest me. The whole community was almost ablaze when I was arrested. I will forever remember that. The way my community stood for me, the way you people stood for me, I appreciate. I will never forget it. I will never ever forget this. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the encouragement. People sent money to support me. Even the king has also written a letter. Don't worry yourself. I did not spend 1 naira. I did not spend 1 naira. Bailing somebody from that place is not also simple. The stringent bail conditions they gave us, it was, that is, in the next day it was met. So I do not have any regrets at all promoting Igbo unity. My brother Chris, I'm talking of how people supported me. You have also thrown in your own support. I just saw £5 from you. Thank you so much. Please, you can follow this example of our brother, Chris, who just sent me £5. Is it? Yes. God bless you, my brother Chris. God bless you. I appreciate this. It means a whole lot to me. So while I was in detention, one of my brothers, who don't even want his name to be mentioned, sent as much as 1 million naira and said, if you need any other thing, call. When my president told me about it, I was shocked. He said, relax your mind. When I was released after 4 days, they lodged me in a hotel very close to FCID in Abuja, area 10 there, and said, you'll be reporting to the police by 11 a.m. When it's time for you to report, just step down from your room and report to the police. When you finish, you go back to your room. So the way my community handled this matter is not something I will ever forget in a hurry. Not less than 15 to 20 vehicles followed me from Asaba Airport when I landed to Ubuluku, my community, where they held a grand reception. How they booked the flight, I don't know. My 1 naira is not involved. How I was transported from there to Ubuluku, my 1 naira was not involved. The cannon shots they were shooting at every junction, more than 7 junctions, they were shooting cannon shots, laying curses on the people who took me away. So, how they even fed the people who came for the reception, my money was not involved. That is what they call pure organic support. You may think, yes, well, this is normal. It is not normal for it to happen in your own community. It is very rare. I told you I had made up my mind that people are not usually valued in their community. It is normal. I felt it was normal for you not to be valued or appreciated by people from your own community. But my community proved me otherwise. They showed me massive support. When I say support, I mean massive. When they called for shorties, people who signed my as shorties for my release, people were transporting themselves to the venue at FCID to present themselves as senior civil servants to sign. Where will I start thanking these people from? Or how will I tomorrow ever forget such gesture? If the burden was left alone for my wife to bear or my family members to bear, they would have been worn out. But the way my community carried this burden, man, I learned a lot of lessons. When I came out, one of the elders of my community told me something that I will share with you. He said to me, Ngozi Nwam, my name is Ngozi. He told me, Ngozi Nwam, Nigeria Dui, Delta State are Dui, and not just our local government are Dui, Ubuluku are Dui, Enuani are Dui, Mane I Bumune Abana Bashai, you have not failed. He said, if Nigeria rejects you, Delta State rejects you, Anyoma rejects you, Enuani rejects you, Anyocha South rejects you, Ubuluku self, where you are from, rejects you. But we, your kinsmen, who are Umojuko Obi Ojuko Obi, a king, accept you. You have not failed. Because it is we who will even handle your funeral when you died, when you later die, not outsiders. So continue on the good path you are following. That word stuck with me. I have support from all over the world, but it was very important for me to have that level of support in my home. Even when they say a prophet is never recognized in his hometown, if as I was preaching Igbo unity, people from my lineage or my community are coming out to say, don't mind him, they have bribed him, we are not Igbos, it would have been difficult. But here you have people from my community even going to WhatsApp groups to say, declare themselves, my name is Ogochukwu Okonkwo, I am from Ubuluku and I am proudly Igbo. If this is the only payment I get for what I'm doing, I am satisfied. If that is the only payment I get, personal fulfillment, I am satisfied. So I'm making this video. Even when they thought I wouldn't make videos, because they have my phones now, they believe, not just my phone, my phones, and including my wife's phone. They have my iPhone 12 Pro Max. They have my Redmi Note 12 Plus. These are expensive phones, and phones are not cheap. And they have the SIM cards in them as well. And said I should go. How was I supposed to go? How will I get transport to go? Whose house will I go to? But my community said, no, dear. No zola ebue. No munu bubo adekwu bubo adaluan. Dikeke ndị Igbo ga-esikwu no nube nwanne agba n'ọsọ. Ya manube nwanne akwa ya agbame. My community stood for me. In fact, for the past few days, I have downloaded this song by Bright Chimezie. Obodo kwuru ji mso gị n'azụ, ịmatazana deche nwagwu n'ụzọ. Obodo kwuru ji mso gị n'azụ, ịmalụzie na mmiri marụ gosara ya arụ. Mana enyi ilu obodo, chief ilu obodo, nwanne ilu obodo, enyi obi mere ndị obodo. My community has done me so well. My Igbo brothers and sisters have also done me so well. You made me proud. I can stand on the top of the mountain in Abuja there and say, I am Igbo. Let that person who is upset now come and bring police and arrest me. By the next time I make a live video, I believe by then we will have known the end of this matter. I will now give you the full story without holding anything back. But you know how they say, when a matter is in court, it's not supposed to be discussed publicly. That's why I'm avoiding giving details here. Otherwise, you would have heard everything. But with time, once this matter is concluded in court and judgment given, I will let you know what happened. But I want to use this medium to continue to appreciate your support. Thank you so much. My brother Chris, thank you for this support. Please, while you watch our video, whether you're watching it live now or you later join to watch, You can support us by sending us super thanks, just like Chris just did. I pinned his comment for you to see. You can send us super thanks to support what we are doing. What we are doing is not cheap at all. Even if we're doing it with data alone, data has also proven to become very expensive. Now it's no longer data. Now you can be arrested and taken to Abuja and spend days away from your family. But the sacrifice is worth it. Now we're also seeing the sacrifice that people have made. I don't want to mention names because there were names that even warned us not to mention when we were in detention. That it will put us further into trouble. Are you serious? Those who have sacrificed for Igbo unity, those who are still sacrificing, those who are still being detained for promoting Igbo unity. It was a privilege for me to be arrested because I am promoting Igbo culture. A great privilege. Tomorrow I can put it as one of the things that has happened to me. And it strengthened me. It did not weaken me at all. It only slowed me down, but you will see how we will pick. We are going to definitely pick up from here. If you have watched this video, because I'm going to soon end it, kindly share it to your audience. Tell them thank you on my behalf, on our behalf, on behalf of Enu and the Cultural Forum. Kindly help me to tell them thank you. And thank you too for your invaluable support. May our ancestors continue to bless, guide, and protect you. They say, please remember to encourage us in any way you can. It can be by liking this video, it can be by sharing the video, it can be by giving us super thanks. Thank you, and do have a very pleasant day.